Okay, joining us on the 8-Count Boxing Hour now we have the one and only Henry Tafoya. Henry T. In the morning, you probably heard him on the radio, and he's quite a character. And Henry, you're really a fight fan. And let's talk about Danny Romero first of all, right off the top. Kid Dynamite back in action. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people have a lot to say about it. I have an immediate emotion, and it's an emotion of, hey, our little guy's coming back, and we're very concerned about him. But don't be concerned any longer. I think he would not be coming back if he were not ready to come back. But when he got hurt, it hurt me. It hurt you. And, you know, brought tears to our eyes because one of our guys went down, and we had concern. Is he going to fight again? Should he come back too soon? And when his dad says he's ready, he's ready. When Danny says he's ready, he's ready. So I'm elated to have him back in the ring. It means a great deal to every one of us, all of our sports fans across the state.
Right, and, you know, the Danny Romero, Johnny Tapia subject always comes up. When you talk about one, the other one always comes up. Henry, do you want to see them fight, or would you rather not?
You know, it's like watching two of your children fight. Personally speaking, I don't want to see them fight. But if it's going to fight, I'm going to be in the front row. It's going to be a spectacular event because these are two outstanding athletes, and both of them homegrown. You can't keep me away from that. But if you really want to know how I feel, I don't want to see my two children fight. If that answers your question, that's how I feel.
Okay, and you know, Henry, right now, in my opinion, this is the highest point of New Mexico boxing, you know, maybe since Bob Foster, but to have two world champions and Daniel Perez knocking on the door and a lot of good amateurs coming up, wouldn't you say, you know, this period of time is a highlight, it could be a high point that might never be matched in New Mexico boxing?
I agree. This is the pinnacle. This is the best it's ever been. Can it get better than this? Gee, there are states across the union who've never had one, and we have two, we've had three. Well, we better take advantage while the going is good. I doubt seriously if it could ever get this better. So take advantage now. The time is now. Buy your tickets.
That's right. That's right. I mean, it's kind of exciting to think we're blessed with two champions, and a lot of big states and big cities don't have that, and we have it.
You know, they're national draws. They're worldwide international names now, household international names. Everybody knows Danny Romero Jr. across the world, across the globe, and the same is true for Johnny Tapia. And visually, I mean, they're recognizable faces on the streets all across the globe as well. So, I mean, television has done some big things for a lot of athletes. It's done some major big things for our two fighters.
Okay, let's talk about the return of Mike Tyson now. Comparing the old Tyson, the pre-prison Tyson, to the Tyson we have now, what do you see as different in his style?
I just have one thing to say.
No, that was bad imitation of Mike Tyson. But, you know, I hope everybody that falls can stand back up, Mike Tyson included. I think he's a better person today than he was before all that took place. I wish the best for Mike Tyson. I hope that he becomes everything he wants to be. And I think deep down inside every human being out there, whether they love him, hate him, in between, they understand that human beings can fall, but they also can stand back up. I hope he goes the distance.
Okay, Henry, one of the all-time great fights in the history of boxing, people ask me all the time, if these two guys had fought, who would have won? Give me your true, honest opinion. Henry Tafoya versus Scott Stigler.
That's an easy one. Scott's much younger than me, but I'm much meaner than him. He might win the battle, but I'll win the war. Scott's a good close friend of mine. God, I'd hate to say, well, we're really hard up for events and entertainment. Whenever that ever come to pass.
We'll save that for when Romero and Tapia's careers are over, then we get the senior circuit going. George Foreman and Henry Tafoya. Well, thanks a lot for your time, Henry.
I want to say thank you to you for all that you do for boxing especially, but for sports fans out there. You entertain us regularly. You hustle and work so hard, and your product is quality. Congratulations to you, Danny. It's awesome.
Thanks, Henry. They call my show the Wayne's World of Boxing. You know, I'm the poor man's Al Bernstein, but and here he is, Henry Tafoya. Thanks a lot, Henry.